evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Aussie Formula Racing Tier 1 Season 6 Round 6 from Albert Park in Melbourne, Australia. Apologies for the delay. Unfortunately, there's been some pretty bad weather around Australia at the moment, and just trying to give T-Mac a bit of time to get in. He's currently ankle deep in water in his bedroom. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to be making it, so thoughts go out to him and everyone else impacted. So here, Melbourne, 5.3 kilometre circuit, we have our 16 turns, 2 DRS straights. Quite a bit of action over the last couple of seasons. Back in Season 4, between turns 3 and 5, we had a battle between Coach Matt Soyd and T-Mac. Racing Point going around the outside of the Red Bull in turn 3, comes the inside of turn 4, pushes the Red Bull out super wide, and the Williams of T-Mac capitalising, and the Red Bull dropping 2 positions. Also turns 3 to 9 last season, we had a great battle between yours truly and Geordie in the McLaren. T-Mac just behind. Geordie running very wide onto the grass in the exit of turn 5, very risky manoeuvre, and basically throw a blanket over the cars there, battling very intensely through the latter part of the first sector and into the second. McLaren having a terrible exit, and AFR getting through the Williams, just getting a little bit brake checked on the exit of turn 9 there. But I look forward to seeing a bit more action there tonight as well. In Season 4, the Ferrari of Greeny unfortunately having a spinella. Turn 6, losing the front wing. That's another tricky one to look for, especially when drivers are pushing during qualifying and when they're on the softs. And who can forget turn 12, Season 5, Apollo Pepsi with the biggest accident we've ever seen in Aussie Formula Racing history, getting some airtime as he bounced off the inside wall there on the exit. Hopefully he's learned his lesson, but we've got to watch turn 12 during qualifying in particular, but also when you're on the Award tyres with a lot of fuel, it's going to be precarious. Also Season 4, turn 13, we had Seb passing Nick out on the final lap of the race to take P2. Great battle between the Red Bull and the Haas throughout that entire race. Hopefully we get to see some good wheel-to-wheel action again tonight. And with me, as always, for Tier 1, is Jacob Meister. How are you?
I'm great, yourself?
Pretty good, thank you. Do you have any news on the weather for today?
It is dry for now. The race, it'll be a little bit rainy at the end, apparently.
Oh, okay. It's going to spice things up quite nicely indeed. Now, is our dear friend Apollo Pepsi first on the track?
On the way. Yep.
Oh, we'll stay on board with him. See how he goes through the session.
It's funny because as you were talking about him doing his spin at turn 12 back at the highlights, he actually nearly spun at turn 12 on his outlap.
On his outlap, pushing too hard. Oh, Pepsi. Oh, we love it. You definitely want to be pretty conservative on your first lap here at Albert Park. There's a lot of places where you can quite easily DNF as he comes up into turn 11, turns across into turn 12, clips the apex nicely, good exit, and that's what we want to see him do. That's a pretty safe way to take that chicane, especially on your banker lap. Just get a nice time in. Ooh, he runs very wide on the exit though. Didn't invalidate though. I think he lost enough time. The game's let him do that one. He's run very wide again. I wonder if he's running a bit of lower wing on this setup. Comes through the final turn. Again runs wide. Surely that was an invalidation. He ran very wide there.
How's that?
No, 121.060. So got a bit of time to find there as he negotiates a couple of guys coming out of the pits. Just going to jump back to his teammate Bieber, who's also about to come across the line finish with the 121.036, and Flyboy's setting a 120.188. That is a fantastic banker lap. Absolutely.
For the start, that's rapid.
And we got Wahid in the Williams starting on a medium. We just had Artana setting 119.566. Really starting to come in. Mikal with a 119.616. So some really great times coming through at the moment.
Now, a couple of things to point out. PTR serving a quali ban after deliberately retiring last race. Also, we have Seb, Mr. BDE himself, in the Mercedes for this race. He joined late during quali, so he'll sit at the back of the grid as Wahid invalidates.
Just looking to see if we've got anyone on a lap at the moment. I think we might have the Red Bull Sid on a flying lap coming to the end of turn 9. I think he's in at the moment. With the traffic to negotiate, but they'll do the right thing, get out of the way.
19.5 at the start. Jeez. And Pacey for 19.6 as well. Matt's for 19.8. They've been very good in qualifying recently. The AFTRs and Sid's been validated.
Yeah, this is just validated there. We've got anyone else? Seb coming through the last couple of corners now. Turn 16. I hope he's done a lot of practice, so I don't know how he's going to slot in with the rest of the grid.
This is our level, I think.
Yeah, he's just starting now, so come into turn 1. Pretty tidy through there.
It's as wide as you can go. Even a little bit off onto the grass and it's an invalidation there.
Yeah, I think you could have taken a little bit more curb on turn into turn 1, but not too bad to start with. Oversteer on throttle. Nicely through turn 4, a bit wide, but doesn't invalidate. Turn 5, just clipping the apex there. Ooh, so yeah, took way too much curb on turn in there, and that's his lap done. And jump on board with Combined, who's just behind him on a lap as well.
You can take a fair bit of that, but yeah, you just took too much in the end.
Yeah, I think once you go all 4 tyres off on the curb there, it's pretty unforgiving.
Jordy rejoining, didn't even see him leave, but he's back. Taking it in 7th. That's pretty clean though. A bit slow perhaps, but clean.
Sorry, let's clear the fastest lap bug. There we go. Hannes
yes.
down the bottom, 119.5. Tara staying out of the way there for the Renault. Combined comes through 15 and into 16. A tricky corner. It's not flat, but
it always feels like you're going too slowly.
Yeah, absolutely. But you put too much on and the rear steps out. It's a 122.4, so a lot of time to find there. It actually looked like at times he's kind of not committed to the lap. So Wahid comes across the line again with 122.015.
Yeah, that's interesting for Combined because he always comes out on the mediums first. So I think this is a sign of his strategy here.
Oh, Smitty has retired from the session. He's lost it at turn 12.
Turn 12.
Yeah, there he is. Unfortunately, we've just got a McLaren on an outlap there, but I think he's a bit too far. See him.
Maybe. It's kind of random when the game clears the car. Maybe we can see it in time.
Yeah, just on board now. And where is he? Oh, he's right in the middle of the track. How has he managed that?
He's camouflaged the barrier.
Smitty. Yeah, hasn't set a time yet either, so pushing a bit too hard, I think, on his first lap. Jumping back on board with Seb, who's coming to the end of Sector 2 now.
Yeah, slight repeat for PTR. He actually started ahead of Smitty because of that.
Yeah, potentially. The game's not great at figuring out what order they should be in, but yeah, if he'd set in that banker time, he definitely would have been in front. Yeah, Seb's really struggling at some of these corners. He comes to the pits without setting a time. You've been away from the game for a little bit, you just don't quite have your rhythm, so he'll probably aim to do a few laps just to get his eye in. But yeah, because he has joined mid-quali, it's unlikely he's going to set a time. And we'll start from the back. Jump on board with Poly Pepsi, who's through turn 5 at the moment on another lap.
Doesn't want to take too much like we've seen already. That's pretty good. A little bit loose. So perhaps he is running a bit lower downforce like you suggested.
Yeah, there's a couple of straights here at Melbourne that you really want to capitalise that top speed. It is very difficult to pass here, so he may be trying to sacrifice a little bit of time through those slower corners. Comes to turn 11 now. Nice turn in, takes a lot of curb. Turn 12 now, clips the apex on the inside. Takes a lot of curb on the outside, but kept flat. Oh, what's the AlphaTauri doing? Just weaving in front of him. But McLaren still makes it through. Runs very wide and off the track. He hasn't invalidated. He hasn't invalidated, but that's
definitely lost a fair bit of time.
Yeah. We'll see what time he does when he comes through.
And the exit wasn't the best either.
121 flat is what he did before. He comes across the line. The 120.7. So he still gained a couple of tenths, but yeah, he's half a second behind Pondon in P7. There. He's going to jump on board with Fever, who's doing a time on the medium tyre, so I wonder if he had the engine turned down on his last lap on the softs.
He wouldn't be doing a medium lap so early, would he?
Oh no, he's backed out, he's backed out. He's let traffic go through.
That's a bit interesting then.
Let's see it through turn 12 now. Had a bit of a shallow line into turn 12 there, so it's going to hurt him down the straight here. Really want to open that up as much as possible to carry the speed through it. Yellow flag ahead. It was a slow up for Romeo. That shouldn't affect him at all as they trickle into the pits. Comes through turn 16 now.
That's a great exit.
Decent line, yeah, good exit. Comes down the pit straight. And it goes
And look at
pole,
that.
1:19.2. Great lap from Sid there in the Red Bull.
Panda's stuck in a 19.5 as well while we weren't looking.
Yeah, absolutely great time for the Merc driver there. Just on board with Mika now, he's starting a flying lap, see what he has in response.
Turn 4 again.
Keeps
It always feels like you're going
yeah.
too slow. But yeah.
Yeah, there's a few corners like that here in Melbourne. Those 90-degree corners are just like, it's so hard to know when you can get the throttle on without losing the rear. And he's 1.5 tenths up, so that'll put him up into P2 at the moment. Still needs to find another 2 tenths to get provisional pole again.
Can either cut into this
Nice.
curb or go run on the outside, and that's pretty good.
Could have taken a little bit more curve on the inside, but otherwise pretty tidy. Keeps it nice and tight through turn 10. Turns into turn 11, a lot of curve on the inside. Didn't quite attack turn 12 as hard as we've seen some of the others.
I think he just caught the curb and it sort of swung the car around a little bit more there. That was a bit weird.
13, pretty tidy again. 14, just a quick shift down and a short shift up again.
This is looking really good so far.
15 and 16. Very good. It's not using as much of the curves, the exit curves as I would expect. And he does go pole though, 1:19.1. It's a great lap.
We may hit the 18s. Ms. Jackson, tennis of 19.2.
Jump on board with Big Al, who has invalidated, but I don't think he's got enough fuel to go again. Stay with him for a little bit.
See what he does.
Does come to the pits, yep.
Oh, Seb set a time as well, 19.6. It's a good lap from him.
Yeah, very good lap.
I know he's got more pace, but...
Pondon starting a flying lap now for Haas. His teammate currently P2. Comes into turn 1, takes a lot of curb. Very nicely handled.
Yeah, Pondon, bit of a trial by fire. A lot of the other TS2 drivers are really settling in well, getting some good points finishes. Pondon hasn't really gotten any decent finishes so far, but...
Yeah, he's been a bit unlucky as well. A few spins that, have really unsettled him a little bit. Missed out on getting some good results. Hopefully that'll turn for him here. He's pretty much matching his delta from before. 200s slower than last time around. Plenty of
first
track to make that time up.
This is looking... A lot of curb. It's looking okay still. Yeah, his first race in AFR, 20th to 6th here. I still remember it was a great drive from him. Maybe he can pull out something similar this weekend.
Misses apex at 11, takes a lot of curb at 12 and invalidates. Yeah, you really have to get turn 11 right to set up turn 12 because you're just left with too sharp an angle to really be able to get that done. Let's see, we've got Matt Soyd on a flying lap coming on the run to turn 3. So we had that pretty massive crash between Fernando Alonso and who was it? It was the Haas driver of...
Gutierrez? No,
Gutierrez, Esteban Gutierrez, yep.
Yeah.
In 2016.
Yeah, I watched the F1 highlights videos, or the top 10s. Yeah, I know these names. This lap looking pretty tidy so far. Someone just jumped up. I can't remember who it was.
Bieber, I think, 119.2.
Oh, there would have been actually, yes.
Oh,
yeah,
and Matt Soyd hasn't validated. Turn 9, 10 chicane.
So most drivers pitting. The
Pepsi
last run's
behind
coming
him.
through too.
Pepsi behind him as well is validated at the same spot. Let's see. Got Bandcamp on an outlap, but I think he's the only one on track who's setting a time.
Well, his qualifying hasn't been insanely impressive, but he may just be looking to get the lap out of the way, clean, yeah.
Yeah, he just wants to get in front of the Peter, who's got the quali ban, and Smitty, who retired on his first flyer. So that track position, but yeah, Ban's all about that consistent race pace, so he's not too worried about his single lap pace. He keeps it clean. His lack of penalties usually help him out. I mean, apparently he's on purple in the first sector. Somehow, I don't think that's quite right. Ooh, a bit of a lock up into turn 9.
See how he takes this here. He may go down to 6th. We've seen people like Mikhail take 7th.
Ooh, he validates.
Ooh.
Oh, banned.
Back off and go for another run. That's what he's probably going to do here.
He hasn't turned the ERS. There he goes. He's turned it down now.
It's not going to help his software though if he starts on those tyres. But he's got no choice.
Yeah, but I don't think he's got the pace to get in the top 10 though, so I think he'll just go
yeah,
again.
true. Yeah, free
If
choice,
he's got enough fuel, he'll go again. That he's coming into the pits. He's got, 2.5 minutes.
It'll be close, but he should be able to make it.
He's gonna have to push. I mean, he can.
Ban.
Well, he's sped into the pit, so he's obviously thinks
He's pushing.
Not got a lot of time.
He would have gotten the warning for that. That's actually not good.
Yeah. Mark that down in the bad books for the stewards. As Wahid comes into turn 9. He's currently got a 22.015 on his time. That is a good 1.3 seconds off the pace of Apollo Pepsi, the next car in front of him. Again, we're seeing pretty competitive times. Just 1 second separates first and 12th place. No, further down than that. No.
First and 12th, yeah.
Yeah, so very tight at the top 10. Spreads out a little bit after that. Got a
Geordie in the head trying to set a little toe up, didn't quite work out, but well, he just took it a good time in anyway.
Well, he comes across the line. 10th place, 119.7. Pretty solid lap there, so just sneaks into the top 10. I don't think he'll have enough time to do another one. There's only a minute 30 left, but he could be setting up for a tow for his teammate. No, he just gets out of the way.
Well, it would have benefited a little bit, but barely. Everyone on outlaps. A few people have already started their flyers.
Yeah, you got Geordie here coming into turn 6. So 10th up, so that'll chuck him up. Above Pacey in P6, maybe even Panda in P5.
I think he's got a lot of time to find. He's got very good quality pace, this Geordie.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been one of the quiet achievers of the season as well. He's always been pretty solidly in the top 10 each race so far.
Yeah, he's gotten 5th at most. He only had one finish outside the top 10. That was 11th. So he's done really well so far this season. He's been consistent. That's the big thing.
Exactly. Yeah, consistency will always help you in the long run in the championship. To 14. Turn 15. Just about to catch a couple of guys starting their laps. Should get through fine. Turn 16. Pretty decent. Tidy exit there. What's that going to do? Yeah, up to P5. 119.355. Great time there.
Combined will improve, but not enough to get... Oh no, he does catch Pepsi, 120.2.
Alright, Sid's about to come across the line. See if he's improved. He's slightly up on his time. And he goes provisional pole. 119.060. Going to jump down to Artanis, who's also on a flyer. It's getting a bit dark and cloudy now.
Bad just got across the line before the session ended. So next will be a Ferrari. That's Trent.
So we got Artanis currently in P3. Going to the final corner now.
Trent's up to 8th, 19.6. Artanis. What can he do?
Artanis provisional pole. 18.8. First in the 18s.
Pacey invalidated. Next will be a Merc. There'll be Panda.
Oh, and Macau's invalidated. Macau's invalidated, so that's it. He's done.
Panda's gone up to a 19.395. It's in 7th right
Big
now.
Al jumps up to P4, 119.267.
It's another Haas coming across. That's Pondit. He doesn't improve.
Got Bieber as well coming into turn 11. So he's got a little bit more to go, but he's a 10th and a half up.
Seb's
And he's invalidated.
invalidated.
Bieber's invalidated, turn 12.
Oof. So who's left? Geordie. No, he's on. He's done. I think that's all the laps done.
Oh, Mikhail came across the line of his invalidated lap at a 118.9. So it wouldn't have been enough pole.
That just leaves banned.
Just and combines.
That's banned.
I believe they're both on laps, I think.
Oh.
Okay.
And banned
16th,
does
so
it.
jumps Apollo Pepsi. Great lap from him at the very end, and I think combine is done. Yeah.
He's pulling over for the AI.
For the AI Ferrari.
He won't know he's AI, but
Wow.
He got pulled up for a warning for impeding earlier in the season. But...
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that was a good session. Tannis, the only one into the 18, sorry. It's great under him.
Absolutely, it's a great lap by Tannis. It's unfortunate that Mikhail invalidated his final run, would have broken into the 18s as well, but didn't look like he had the pace to hit by Tannis at the end. Must have made a little mistake.
And Seb as well, top 10. I'd be pretty happy. Maybe not the back of top 10.
Unfortunately for him, if he joined after the quali had already started, he'll be starting the back with used soft tyres, so I don't think he'll be too happy with qualifying 10th.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I haven't said that, Jesus.
Alrighty, so Tannis on pole with 118.866, Sid P2 with a 119.060, and Mikhail third with a 119.097, just 400ths of a second behind Sid there. We've got Big Al, Fever, Geordie, Panda, Pacey, Trin, and Seb rounding out the top 10, although we expect Seb to start at the back because of that bug in F1 2020, followed by Wahid, Matzoid, Flyboy, Pondon, Combined, Bandcamp, Apollo, Peter, and Smitty.
Wahid and Matzoid said at the same time. I just noticed it as well.
Oh, they did too, 710.
Combat asking what my PB is, I haven't done a lap, but I'm not kidding. Right. Moving on.
Okay, Psycho in chat just pointing out that Tannis is the 10th of a second off Revo's time last season. Oh, that's a great effort to be on par with a former esports pro driver. That's pretty decent pace there from Tannis in the Haas.
Insane.
Combat Rats asked Jacob, "What's your PB?"
Again, I literally have not done it. Okay, I bought an Xbox like a couple days ago. I've only been using that, so I haven't played. Like that just happens. You get something new and you just want to keep using it.
He says that, but he's gonna put it on pole and win the race from without going behind any lap at all.
I don't want to hype anything up. We're about to ready up here. Just a few more seconds. It's a bit weird coming to Australia in the sort of not at the start of the season. Normally people are sweating it out for the first race, and it's usually Australia. But we're coming to Australia in slightly different circumstances, and I wonder how everyone's going to sort of
combat. No, the only person sandbagging is T-Mac in his bedroom with all that flooding.
Yes, he experienced a little bit of flooding.
Sorry, T-Mac, but it was there.
Prayers for him. Hopefully he'll be fine.
Absolutely. Alright, so let's run through the tyres. So Seb has actually managed to start in the top 10, so he will be 10th.
Oh, wow.
So everyone in the top 10 has to start on the tyres that they qualified on, and absolutely no one outside the top 10 is on the softs. We've got Wahid on the medium, Matzoid and Flyboy on the hards. We've got Pondon, Combined, Bandcamp and Apollo Pepsi on the medium, Peter on the hard, and Smitty on the medium. So
that's interesting. So there's a bit of a strategy split. So you can either do a soft hard or a soft medium. The soft medium is pretty tight, but the soft hard avoids any massive tyre fall off. So it's down to the driver's preference and whether or not their tyre wear is good, and obviously their setups. So as you can see, Matzoid, Flyboy, PTR are committing themselves straight away to that more safer strategy. But these people in the mediums, I guess, perhaps they may be a bit more flexible. They can just run hards if there's an early safety car.
Yeah, that's it. So that'll benefit both the soft runners and the medium runners. If there is an early safety car, they'll just extend their stint slightly just to get a bit further on the race. But yeah, the hards, you're pretty committing very early to going for that strategy. And it's not a particularly quick tyre, so yeah, maybe they just couldn't manage the tyre wear, and 2 stops are going to kill you around this track, so...
Yeah, I mean, you're in a track position if everybody pits and you don't pit and just do your pit stop when you want to, but it's still... we'll see how it plays out for them.
Absolutely. Ali in chat, once again, as it's routine, pointing out that his brother is Big Al, so he'll be cheering him on from the second row of the grid. The Red Bull driver starting line astern, P2 and P4. As they're forming up on the grid now. Getting ready for the lights to come on. Last couple of drivers just jostling into position. And we'll be underway shortly. Lights start to come on. Drivers rev. And they're away. Ooh, a little bit of a slow start from Artanis there. And it looks like the Red Bull had a great start. Looks like Miguel getting a bit of a jump there to come into turn 1. They're 3 abreast. Looks like the racing point of Mick just split straight through the middle. And Artanis has gone backwards. Oh, McLaren to the wall. We've got a McLaren to the wall. Gone around. That's Fever. Lost his front wing there at the back.
Oh no. One of the key runners is down at the bottom already.
So they come through turn 3. A couple abreast.
The Harsh driver's lost 4 spots. He's down the 5th.
Absolutely.
That's in the lead.
He had a shocking start. He got pushed right under the grass into the entry of turn 1. And that really compromised him.
Fever's really struggling. He's going to have to pit straight away, you'd think. It's a killer.
Got a bit of a battle happening a bit further back. Got the Renault and the Alfa Romeo side by side. Combined with the P14. Defending pretty heavily against the Ferrari.
Honda up into team 4 ready from that start as well. Seb's made 3 spots up into 7th. And Pond's up into 9th as I say that.
The AFR gets pushed right out into the grass there.
No, Pacey's got damage, that's why he's lost his input.
Absolutely, yeah, he's got a lot of understeer.
I saw him dropping down, I just thought
Sure,
that just
Matsoy got damage as well? No, he doesn't.
No,
yeah,
no.
the Pacey's going backwards at the moment. Is he coming into the pits? Yes, he is. That's an unfortunate start for him.
Honda took him to turn 11, I was pretty surprised.
And I think that's Fever coming into the pits as well. He looked like he'd lost most of his front wing there.
So possibly a 2-stopper if they've got 2 sets of mediums, but basically going for the hards. He's pretty good at stretching out his tyres. Yeah, and Fever mediums, so there we go. So it's a bit of flexibility there. You can always go hards later, or another set of mediums.
So positions gains, yeah, so top 3 going up 1 position, Panda going up 3 positions from the start, Artanis down 4, Geordie is held position though on P6. We've got Seb, Trin, Pondon, Wahid, Pondon up 5 spots, Flyboy up 2, Smithy up 5 as well, so the real losers have been Pacey and Fever, down 10 and 14 respectively. Oh, we've got Alpha, Red Bull around, that's Sid, Sid has gone round.
Oh no, another leader!
Turn 12. Looks like he's survived.
Just checking for damage.
No wing damage by the looks of it. Looks like he had both his end plates, but yeah, he's lost it on the exit of turn 12, like we saw in the intro video.
So Mega
yeah,
handled the lead. And the fastest lap of that. Lap 3 DRS is now enabled.
Smitty just touched the grass in between turns. What is 16? The Red Bull's gone around. Ooh. Red Bull's gone around. Turn 16.
Don't know if that was tyres being overheated.
Is hit the wall. Got a pretty bad angle on board, but
he doesn't have damage, it looks like.
Lucky.
Maybe lime green.
But yeah, those rears are going to be cooked. Jumping further up. That's the field.
Massive trend from 8th down. It's Pondon at the front, and it's because of his medium tyres, but everyone else is actually on the harder compound too, so Pondon leading the charge of the medium runners. And P Tower 3 seconds, and this will happen over the race. You'll see a few of these pop up. So everyone's settling into the race road now, and we'll start to see a bit of a DRS train happen. It's not too easy to overtake around here. You've really got to force it.
Yeah, we've got a couple of battle groups forming now, so top 7 have really bolted. We've got another group forming after Pondon around P8. So those 2 groups in the mid-pack are starting to form together into the one DRS train.
Yeah.
Almost everyone from P8 down to... Oh, we've got an incident back there with the
That's
Renault.
That's an AlphaTauri.
The other one, Matsoid.
And it's a lottoing off his car, and that's both AlphaTauris.
Oh,
down
it's
with
just a
damage.
shocking race.
And Matsoid's already on hards, is the thing.
Oh, it's very unfortunate for AlphaTauri. So we've got Peter's coming to the pits as well.
So he must have been involved.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah,
At the front wing change, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was Matt Todd or Pacey the other lap who ran onto the grass slightly earlier, but yeah, that's
both hard runners.
Yeah, that's completely ruined their race strategy now. That's a real shame.
Or people like Smitty will benefit. He's up to 12th now, combined in 11th. Where he's getting free seconds.
Yeah, the first one of the race.
They had PTR and Metro beforehand. So, yeah, they'll come in over time, without a doubt.
And Pondon under a lot of pressure here from Wahid just behind. He's doing well. He's the lead runner on the harder compounds. Sid still pushing on those softs that he started the race on, but the other two have come in and replaced them already.
Sid won't have to sacrifice anything for a different strategy. He can just stay out, stick to the plan.
So we're just going to check on Big Al's got DRS and close the gap down to Mikhail a little bit, just half a second now. Panda sets fast lap of the race for 123.7.
Yeah, 7 Trin sort of breaking off, and same for Geordie. It's breaking off this main group, so it's only really the top 4 in DRS now. Geordie's on his V-bubble, 7 Trin, and then you go down to Pondon and that small train down to 12th. And again, not easy to overtake around here, and we're just going to see a little bit of a train happen from now, it seems.
Going to jump a bit further back. Looks like Peter's right on the back of Pacey. The P16 is on the medium tyre, so he should have a pace advantage here. Bieber behind him since fast lap of the race now on those new mediums.
We wanted a better exit than that, did PTR.
Yeah, it looked like he nearly lost it on the exit curb there, so he's not been able to get it done this time around.
Ooh, that's a small tip. Yeah, Artana's barely able to hold on to the top 3 right now. Despite all this sort of staticness from the field, there's still a lot to play out with pit stops and all that. Big Al's closing up on Mikhail with DRS as well.
Yeah,
he's just losing it.
Yeah, it was really close to the back of him there.
Just losing it on turn 1 now. But there's still a lot to play out. We don't know if they're going to go mediums or hards, and that's the big thing here.
Peter's so close to getting past Pacey now. He's basically pushing him around the corners in the final sector.
Yeah, Pacey's got every right to sort of keep racing. This is a position after all, even though...
Oh, his Peter's lost it. He's lost wing as well. Oh, he just carried too much speed through the final corner. And yeah, gone to the grass and into the wall. He's lost his left end plate. And Pacey, he's gone a bit wide as well, and McLaren's going to round him up as well. Fever goes straight through.
Tay in the chat, thanks for the follow. We need a safety car for the pitters. They need to not lose their wing, is my opinion, but I suppose you're not entirely wrong. Bring them all together a bit, maybe. Makes it more exciting. And Fever does hold off PTR there.
Now, it looks like Seb has had a mistake, because he's dropped way off the DRS of Geordie as well. Trin right on his tail, but they were within DRS range just a lap or so ago, so... Seb's going to be pretty vulnerable to the Ferrari, and it makes sense as well, Seb not having as much practice a lot of these other guys. Yeah, they're now 3 seconds away from the train in front.
Yeah, similarly, Martinez has made a little mistake, and now Geordie's lashed onto DRS of him. And he's lost DRS as
exactly, yeah. So jump back to Smitty, he's pretty close to the back of combined. Peak 11.
Not doing much, he can't do much right now, actually. Things are still going to play out. The soft runners, their tyres are going to start going a bit soon. Mediums won't have to worry for a good few laps yet, combined getting a 3-second penalty there. And Flyboy, well, I mean, he's in a pretty good spot for being a hard runner right now. We've seen this a lot. People playing the ult strategy, people sort of just latching on to the DRS train and just sticking with the other runners and then coming out onto the soft tire of the race with low fuel and just trying to make up a couple of spots at the end. Hasn't always worked out amazingly, but you can get something out of it. And that's what he's doing here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I feel this competitive, that's maybe all you can do sometimes.
Just going to drop down a little bit to Wahid, who's pretty racy against Condon. As the Ferrari Smitty comes into the pits, it's a bit early for a medium run. I think he may have picked up some damage on that lap.
Oh, yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's very close to Ponda, but just not quite close enough to get anything done. So lap 8. Now, if you're running soft hard, we may see some people in this lap. And if not, definitely next lap. And if not, probably the lap after that, because that's when you want to come in anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. There's, some of those soft runners would have been hoping for a safety car around about now, just to chuck on the mediums and just extend them a little bit, but settled down a fair bit after the start, and we'll just show you why Feber's a little bit out of position. I should still have the replay saved of that from earlier. Yeah, this is where he starts. So we saw Artanis get squeezed right out wide and lose a couple of positions there. And it looked like the Haas of Artanis did come together with Feber, so it looked like Feber was trying to get past him as well. I'm sure that'll be looked at after the races. We are seeing a lot of the soft runners coming into the pits now. We've got Big Al, Artanis, Geordie, Seb, Trin, all coming into the pits. Going onto the hard tyres, so they're not trying to go onto the quicker tyre. Obviously a bit worried about the tyre wear there.
That just leaves Miko and Panda. And that's what another 3 seconds, and I'm a bit surprised that only 2 people are trying this up front. But it is risky, I suppose. Mikhail, he's pretty meticulous. He'll plan this out way beforehand, so he's definitely going onto the mediums from here, you'd think. Panda, I'd assume so too. And Smitty with 3 seconds. And sits in the pits as well, along the other soft runners.
As Eba has a go on Pacey into turn 4. Pacey run onto the grass. There's a little bit of contact between those two, I think. Pacey stays in front. The McLaren switches back, looks to the inside of turn 5. Don't think you're going to get a move done there. Pacey runs very wide out onto the AstroTurf there.
And I think Pacey's got the widest car on the grid.
He does. He gets let's get the elbows out. He's
both front runners.
Yeah, covering off for that undercut.
Both front runners in. Panda is going for the hards. What's Mikael doing? Hards as well. So there we go. Jacob was wrong. So the medium runners will shoot by. Where do these two come out in relation to Big Al and Artanis? Well, Mikael was a fair bit ahead with Big Al. But Big Al's still off in a second.
Panda comes out just in front of Artanis. Oh, and the Haas is in the wall. Artanis is in the wall.
And there was a reset there, I think there was. He's just getting it, just lost it.
Of course, I'll lose frames right at the moment that he spins. Didn't quite catch all of that, but yeah, it looks like he's lost his left end plate. And yeah, he looked like he had a good run on Panda there, but yeah, just didn't quite.
He might have just been aware of that and just sort of overcooked it, trying to get on the throttle early. But he's lost a lot of wing either way. He's just put onto the hards now, so what do you do? It's awful. You'll have a medium set. He may have to use his medium and then... Oh, is he even going to have a spare set of softs? He probably will.
Well, Fever's got a great run on Pacey. Into turn 9, they're side by side. It's pushed right up onto the curb, but I think he's got through. Oh, Pacey's in the wall. Pacey's lost his right end plate. Oh, the McLaren gave him a good squeeze there. And yeah, he's... God damn it.
Was it too much squeeze? Yeah, that's... Oof.
Oh, Pacey's going to be pretty livid about that.
Didn't quite see if Feber squeezed him into the wall or if Pacey did to himself there. But...
And Pacey's let his teammate go through, understandably. Just going to jump a bit further up. It looks like Bandcamp is battling at the moment with the lead group. Trying to get past him. Absolutely flying past him with their fresh tyres. So we've got Artanis in the pits now. Pacey coming to the pits again as well. We got their wings fixed. So I'll just have a quick look at that replay between the McLaren and the AlphaTauri. So the McLaren had a great run coming into turn 9. Side by side, McLaren got squeezed up onto the curb, and it just looked like, I don't know if there was contact, but the AlphaTauri just got speared into the wall and just broke his end plate. So I'm not sure if it looked like the McLaren left room. It might have just been a weird bit of interlocking tyres that sent pace into the wall. But yeah, very unfortunate for him twice to lose that end plate.
It's a bit interesting. Lap 11 of 29.
Van defending hard from Panda, nearly loses the rear there. Manages to collect it up. He's about to lose position to the Williams as well. They go side by side through turn 14. And he has to concede the position.
A lot of respect there for the both of them. Yeah, I'm just wondering what these medium runners, the ones that started on the mediums, what they're going to do. Are they going to stretch for the softs? We haven't seen any of the leaders do a soft medium. At this point, you'd be committed though, so...
Alright, Pepsi and Big Al battling into turn 3. Big Al on the fresh tyres though, makes short work of the McLaren.
Yeah, everybody will be keen not to have an incident, and these people in the mediums will just be keen to let the hard runners by. They're running different races after all.
Mikau's closing up on that lead battle group. It's just 4 seconds behind combined. Top 4 yet to pit.
Yeah, and at this rate, they'll pop out behind Trin, who's in 12th. So no real position gain straight away, but they'll be on a softer tyre, perhaps. And again, there could be a safety car yet. Oh, and Wahid's out!
We've got a virtual safety car. Where is Wahid? Wahid. Oh yeah, he's lost it at the exit of turn 13. Looks like he's lost it on the curb there and spun off.
It's a place to lose it. Wow.
And we've got some guys coming to the pits. Flyboy coming to the pits, so he's going to chuck on the medium tyres, I think. Combines in as well. Probably going to put on the hards. Polar Pepsi comes in as well.
Get that cheaper pit stop, lose less time coming into the pits now while everybody else is slower.
Interestingly, Pondon stayed out though, so he's obviously looking to chuck on the softs to run to the end. So this virtual safety car will help him a little bit. If he's turned down the engine, that'll help him save a little bit of tyre life. And he's got a 6-second gap behind to Mikau. But yeah, those 3 who have pit from the front, it's going to be a cheaper pit stop for them. Feber has sped into the pits, so his race is going from bad to worse.
Indeed. Yeah, that's... Well, now it's gotten interesting between those guys. Who's going to prevail there?
Yeah, especially as well with Pondon staying out, to stay on those soft tyres a bit later. Let's keep an eye on him to see where he ends up coming out of the pits a bit later. And
those mediums will last from Flyboy as well. They will last.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So Smitty with 3 seconds, and Flyboy's in a nice spot, although he's got 8 seconds to Trin up ahead, so whether he'll gain any more spots is who knows. I'll rather be banned. He'll get banned, so there'll be another spot, but everyone just spreading out a little bit for now. Effectively it is Mikau in the lead though, Big Al in second and Panda in third, Geordie in fourth, and then Seb in 5th place. Great race from him.
Yeah, field spread out again a little bit. Close battle here. We've got a Seb about to pass Bandcamp into turn 1. Gets moved on pretty easily. He's on pretty fresh hards to Band's old mediums.
Well, T-Mac in the chat. T-Mac is officially in the chat. Hopefully all is well done in his area. For those who don't know, he's had a small bit of flooding.
Yeah, make sure we put our Fs in the chat for our dear friend T-Mac there, not being able to make it tonight.
Just going past halfway now through this race. A lot of drivers spreading out, of course, but Geordie is within a second of Panda, and we have, well, Band's still free falling through the grid with his medium tyres, of course. The other driver choosing to stay out during that VSC. And down the back, of course, Artanis and Fever fighting for an incredible 15th place. Not weird, usually see the two of them, but fighting nevertheless. Artanis, Fever, PTR, Pacey over the back. And
So
Sid.
it's like reverse grid, so
Yeah, that's crazy.
very unfortunate for those guys. They looks really good at qualifying. I'm just going to jump up. Trina's about to make a pass on the Renault fan camp. And gets it done pretty comfortably into turn 1.
And Ban can just relax. 7 seconds to fly by behind.
Exactly, and his pit window will open pretty soon to come in for the softs. So
Yeah, lap 19-ish. 18, 19.
and he'll have a lot of fresh soft tyres in the pits as well.
T-Max saying it's all good now. It's still wet though, apparently.
Fever and Artanis battling to turn 1 for 15th position. I remember these two came together a bit early, and that's why Fever had the spin at the start.
I'll just be looking for a good battle, a good race between the two of them.
Exactly, always to be out here. Well, the McLaren turning very aggressively on the Haas driver there. He's still got a bit of overlap though as they come into turn 5. Oh, turn 4, sorry. Still side by side as they come into turn 5. That goes right around. The McLaren's right up in the AstroTurf, but he comes out just in front of the Haas. They run into turn 6. They're still side by side. Fever gets pushed up again onto the AstroTurf, but he is on top. He's in front.
Oh, they're still going,
Turn
hang on.
9, but still side by side. The Haas not giving up. He's got the inside line now. Takes a lot of curb. Runs a bit deep.
Yeah.
Is McLaren going to get the run? Yes, he's got a little bit of overlap. Comes into turn 11. They're still side by side. Oh, they're going to make it through cleanly.
They have.
They do.
I think that's may have gotten a warning. But they're still side by side,
Yeah,
are they?
Fever's still just in front, but they're side by side. It's been almost an entire lap where they've been wheel to wheel. They're still going now. Peter's come up behind them as well. Just get in on the action.
It's a perfect view from his car.
They're still side by side as they come through turn 15. And
Is it a
16,
whole lap?
the McLaren's still there.
Making a whole lap, boys. Let's go. Yeah, there we
And
go.
they've done it. It's a whole lap of side by side. The McLaren and the Haas driver. They're still side by side of the run into turn 1. And Peter is just behind the Haas driver as well. McLaren turns in. They're still side by side into turn 1. And still going.
You make it free wide.
It's free wide down the straight on the run into turn 3. And Peter has just done them both into turn 3. But they're still side by side. Oh, there's contact. Oh, Peter's gone off. They lock tyres. Oh, and McLaren's drilled the Haas as well. And Peter's come back again. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 5.
That is the most enthralling battle for 15th place we've ever seen.
Absolutely. I think they've sorted things out now. That was amazing. Incredible driving from those guys.
And they'll have loved it just as much as us, I'm sure about that. And while that was happening, Condon has just been overtaken by Miko and Big Al, so Condon's still going along on his mediums.
Just watching as well, Sid's getting past Smitty for 13th place.
Nice little recovery from him, actually, after that start. Losing it.
Yeah, Big Al just in front of Pondon. Pondon's under a lot of pressure from Panda as well, who's going to think about having a go at him into turn 6, but not a great passing place there. But obviously we saw the McLaren and the Haas driver manage it side by side there. I think he has a look at turn 9, but again, it's not a safe place. Tries to switch back.
He's lost a lot of time is the problem, yeah. He can't do anything though. It'd be very frustrating for him right now. But surely... Oh no, but Pondon's got DRS, this isn't going to be easy.
That's hungry. Oh, he nearly sends it. He thought about sending it into turn 15. Thought better of it. Nearly loses the rear in the exit of 16. But he keeps going. He's got DRS on the run into turn 1, but so does the Haas, able to defend pretty comfortably.
And Geordie as well, he's caught up to the both of them.
Yeah, Pondon's now at a DRS range. He's still got it. He's just been in DRS range. But goes for the switchback. It dives into turn 3, and the Mercedes has got the move done, and the Williams has as well. Geordie sneaks it in there as well. Ponton, those medium tyres are starting to fall off the cliff, but he's still got another lap or two before he can make the soft one-stop strategy viable, as Bandcamp has come into the pits for his soft, so...
That's a bit early, but he can stretch
a bit early, but yeah, I think now's the time. He's just going to go backwards from here. 17 laps he's been on those mediums, so he's done really well to extend it this far, but yeah, he does need to get on those softs pretty soon, or all that hard work is not going to pay off.
Good over Pondon, barely holding on. But it's better to do another lap than get a puncture. So lap 18 to 29. Macau has, so it's Macau, Big Al, Panda, nothing's changed there. Geordie has snuck into the DRS range of Panda again because of Pondon just sort of holding things up a little bit there. And still Seb 5th effectively, and then Shred and Flyboy combined. Pretty decent race from him.
Pondon has come into the pits now, so yeah, he's obviously listening to this chat and he's coming to chuck the soft tyres on.
Yeah, no choice. Well, that was the plan, I should say.
Yeah, Geordie all over the back of Pandas. We've got a yellow flag, exit turn 12 by the looks of it.
PTR, was that Pacey?
I think it was Peter. Peter's lost his right end plate.
Yeah.
He was behind Artanis, so I'd say he's lost it at the exit of turn 12, and he's broken that front wing. Pacey has jumped in front of him as well.
Smitty pitting too. He's thinking a two-stop is quicker here. Oh no, he's got a front wing replacement, that's why. So I don't know if Smitty was involved. No, he was further up, my bad. But yeah, Pondon in 11th place. He's got a couple of seconds back to the guys in front, but he doesn't have a penalty, and that's big.
Absolutely, and he's got Matt Sweet, who's still yet to pit. He won't be able to take those mediums to the end. He's been on those for 15 laps, so he will be P10. And then he's got two hard runners in front of him as well, so he should, theoretically, be able to get past those guys pretty easily. I'm just going to jump a bit further up the field. Geordie is so close to the back of Panda, who's no longer in DRS range of Big Al. But does Geordie have the pace? He does have a lot of ERS left to make a move.
Yeah, just relaxing. Needs to just wait, save up a little bit.
Yeah, still 9 laps to go. Plenty of time to make the move. Just recharge.
Yeah, Pondon's definitely on for points. Combine has 3 seconds. Pepsi has 6 and Matsuid has 9, although he'll pit. So Pondon's definitely on for his first points finish in Tier 1.
So got Apollo Pepsi getting so close to the back of Combine now. Just a couple of tenths in it.
Pepsi nearly losing it there. Ooh.
So it's a tight little battle pack forming now behind Combined and PA. We've got Apollo Pepsi, Matsuit and Pondon now. The Pondon is caught up to the back of that train so quickly. He's going to want Matsuit to pit this lap just to make his life a little bit easier. So he needs to start putting in the effort now. Get past this traffic quickly. McLaren was very wide at the exit of 12. The DRS down the Renault into 13. Big dive, but gets done
cleanly. Up ahead as well, huh?
I think he should be able to get it fine. Yeah, probably goes through.
That's what's still not blinking, is he? Trying to stretch these to the... No, he's surely not.
He's still staying out. But I think Pondon's making the move now, using his ERS. Was the Renault's coming back, the McLaren. They go 2x2 through turn 1 and 2. The Renault back in front of the McLaren.
It's not.
And the Alpha Tauri is still hanging in there. He's got DRS, so the Haas has got the inside line into 4. Into 3 and 4 is the McLaren back in front of the Renault. And now this is where Pondon really needs to get through the traffic as quickly as possible. There's going to be hurting his tyres and his race. He needs to take advantage of that pace. Well, he's still got those fresh softs under him.
That said, after Combined and Pepsi, there's 10 seconds up the road to Flyboy. Don't think he can make that even on softs. The Smitty is the fastest lap of the race, 3.26. only got 7.5 laps.
Peter sets the fastest up of the race on 21.4. Little spur to the overtake, but it's going to be tricky with combined having DRS on Pepsi.
Sid with another 3 seconds that may impact his points scoring chances. Though he's still running hard tyres, not really able to catch up to combined and Pepsi, it seems.
Pretty incredibly though, the entire top 7 have not got any penalties amongst them, so they've kept it very clean while being as quick as they are, so great effort by those guys.
Indeed. But with Pondon's done it, turn 1.
He's got the move, Pondon's done. It's P9 now. Renault's
double DRS section.
Yep. Yeah, the Haas. Too quick for the Renault. And now Pondon's going to be looking forward. McLaren of Pepsi.
Yeah, pretty simple overtake. Yeah.
Perhaps the closest battle we've got on track at the moment. Geordie is still keeping within about half a second of Panda, but is not quite pushing yet for a pass. I think he's probably recharging at the moment. Pondon's so close to the back of Pepsi now.
He's got to go run here. He might do it now.
Not wise.
No.
Not wise.
Right.
Coming to turn 11.
Doesn't get to go mix it, but DRS.
Oh, his Pondon touches the grass a little bit there.
Well, Maxwell just dropped out, and his car's spun on turn 12.
Oh, it's a shame.
So there must have been his AI doing something interesting.
Unless he spun out and then he's just left the session, because he's had a pretty average race, unfortunately.
He's rejoined, so...
Oh, no.
Look, he's dropped.
Odd. Maybe had a failure of some type. But yeah, Pondon, again, on the pit straight. He's got past McLaren. And yeah, he's up to P8. He's got 10.7 seconds now to Flyboy, though. So like you said, that's a big ask. 6 laps to go. He could do it, but those softs have, have lost a bit of their life sitting behind that traffic.
There may have been Metswood's AI pitting for him there as well, unfortunately.
No.
Well, he's down in 15th anyway, but I mean, he can get faster for it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, the McLaren's in the wall! Feber's in the wall again. Contact between Artanis and Feber again. That's the second time that Feber's got damage after contact with the Haas. Oh, that... have a look at that again. Got a replay of that. And, yeah, Pondon was in... Oh, hang on. There we go.
Oh, we're starting to get rain now as well. Sorry, just while that's happening. So the one thing I totally forgot about...
Rain.
Now, 5 laps until we end here. Is it going to be enough for people to react? Some people may gamble here.
Well, and I wonder if this is why the likes of Mikau and a few of those front runners who have the pace to and the tyre, being able to watch out for their tyres, opted for the hards. Maybe they were just trying to go as long as they could until that rain hit.
And that's why we saw some start on the hards as well, of course. Yes. Wow. So the question is, how bad is it? I'm keeping an eye on sector times right now. Geordie with 3 seconds, so it may be hitting. Panda's actually overtaken Geordie, actually. I don't know what happened. I must have missed that.
No, Panda was in front of Geordie.
Oh.
Geordie was like about half a second behind, so he's made a mistake, I think. But Panda's closed the gap right up on Big Al. It's just a couple of tenths now.
I think some people are losing a bit of time here.
Fever's coming to the pits to get that wing fixed, but I'm just see what tyre he chooses.
Pacey's down a second on his first sector. I think this is actually affecting the race pace.
Fever's slapped on a new set of softs.
Panda's made a move on Big Al as well.
Panda's got through. Panda's got through. Turn 1. And safety car, full safety car has been deployed.
And people, do you go for inters? Whoa, this is insane.
I mean, the safety car's going to last at least 2 laps, so Oh, wow. Okay.
You have to make the call on the first lap to get the most out of it, though.
Oh, Artanis is sped
What
under the safety car as well. He's not observed his delta.
It's for a 10th. Oh. So Chief will be telling them it's weird enough.
Let's change you for
Wow. Yeah, people are reacting. Pondon, wets. I'm sorry, inters. Combined inters. Banson. I'm guessing he's going inters as well.
We had a very similar scenario happen. It was the last season or the season before at Hockenheim. We had a safety car come out just as it was starting to drizzle, and the people who didn't put on the intermediates absolutely lost out when the safety car came in because the conditions got worse.
Season 4, I think. Yeah.
Oh, this will be interesting because a fresh set of soft tyres can do okay in, light rain for a little bit, and we do only have 4 laps to go. So all eyes are going to be on Mikau. What's he going to do? He's coming into the pits.
He is, yeah. And I think it is actually wet. Yeah. Panda, what is he?
Spray coming off the tyres now, and Panda is the rainmaster, as we all know. So
yeah, they're all coming in here. No risks taken.
And what has the Racing Point crew got? I think they're intermediate tyres. They are.
I just saw Seb's getting around. Yeah, it's definitely wet. This isn't Sydney Vet Supercars 2010. Everybody is actually coming in for wet tyres.
Artanis.
And another
drive-through for Artanis.
Oh, no. A double drive-through? What is that?
Well, he sped under the delta, and that would have been a time penalty. And then, yeah. So, Mikau's picked up the safety car. And Sid has come in now on the hard tyres.
He's a bit behind the top 7. That'll explain it.
And FIBA pit the lap before the safety car. Oh, he's drifted right around. Oh, what was that? That was turn 8. He went sideways on his soft tyres. Oh, he's
Darius would have been... Oh, wow. Sorry, just T-Mac asking Darius disabled. I think they would have disabled it.
I haven't seen the message yet, but yeah, I would have thought... Oh, of course, yeah, it would have come out. Gone off straight away, so...
So they'll disable it when it goes green again.
So Sid has come to the pits for intermediates. FIBA is probably going to come in for intermediates. Smitty just behind him as well on the softs.
So this hasn't changed much. Flyboy had a massive gap to the next car, but he's jumped Trin in the pit stop somehow. And doesn't have that gap anymore, though.
Smitty in. Smitty, come in. Smitty, come in. No, Smitty, don't stay out. Smitty, don't stay out.
PCR. Oh no, he's on Winters. Yeah.
Smitty.
Also, banned. 10th place. Sid, 11th place. He's got a chance for some points now. Same for our tennis. I mean, he's got a drive from there. Pacey Matzoid, all for chance now. All these people who had lost their races pretty much, they've now got like a 2-3 lap shootout now.
Absolutely, yeah. The only one who's really not been able to recover there is FIBA. So unfortunately, for him, he's lost out a fair bit. We are going around again for the safety car, so we've got quite a few guys spread out on the lap. So do one more, and then we should have 3 laps of racing to the end in wet conditions.
It's a bit weird because the safety car always goes around at the same pace, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We see it with the F2s, where you can never catch up to the safety car. But that may just mean that it's harder for the people down the back to catch up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it may just come in this lap anyway, yeah. I mean, Smitty's the sort of person that would just stay out.
He also drives the Ferrari, so they could have thought, split the strategy, what could go wrong? so Ferrari, that's probably not the kind of scenario you want to split the strategy, but alright.
This is a very Smitty thing, chat, don't worry. I'm sure he'll be safe enough to not cause any harm to anyone. Although he is holding up PTR. Yeah, that is a problem. PTR and FIBA can't catch up to the line because Smitty isn't pitting. This is actually important.
Oh, Smitty. I
don't think Smitty would have realised this when he made this call.
I mean, he may actually be on intermediates. It could be just a bug, but
It could, but he's just not catching
it's
that.
also Smitty.
Yeah.
The safety car is coming in this lap, so these guys are not going to catch up.
And that's on Smitty, and I don't think PTR and people will be happy regardless.
No, definitely not. We're still waiting for Maxwell to catch up. He's about 19 seconds off the back of the train, but he should just catch up when they go. He might be a bit low on ERS, but just on board with Mikau, waiting to see when he's going to go.
The field is compact. Everyone has a chance now. No DRS. So on raw pace and who has actually practiced the wet conditions or not.
And Ponton as well, who was on that charge in the soft tyres, is in 8th position. So he didn't really lose out there, but I don't know if he if it's going to help him out or not. Depends if he's got the pace. Yeah. Mikau coming through turn 15 now. Up to 3rd. And he's going. Oh, look at him all slide the rear through turn 16, drifting. And he's had a pretty good start, but most of the leaders have gone with him. But after Seb, looks like Flyboy's already dropped back about 1.2 seconds. Got a little bit of movement at the back. Sid's all over the back of Bandcamp. So he comes through turn 1 and 2. He's taking a little bit of grass as well, taking the long mullet route. Seb going for the inside, but the Williams goes on the inside of Big Al as well. Geordie side by side with the Red Bull. Can't quite get it done. There's not much grip out there.
Geordie with 3 seconds. Any spot he can get, any time he can get.
Oh, he's going to turn 5. We saw in the preamble that he did that as well in previous seasons, but can't quite get it done this time. And Seb's all over the back of him now as well. Mercedes trying to dart inside, but the Williams covers it.
Trent having a look on Flyboy as well. Flyboy's really not at home in these conditions, so Sid makes a move on Band for 10th place. Sid gets that move done. Geordie, that's 4th place secure.
Looks like Bandcamp's coming back at Sid's. Oh, and the Red Bull cuts the chicane. The Red Bull has cut the chicane. Oh, I don't think Bandcamp's going to be happy about that.
There'll be a warning at the very least for the game. Their Flyboy was struggling during the safety car period to keep the car straight.
And the yellow flag, and Smitty has gone around. Smitty has gone around. I don't think any of us are surprised with that one.
Last lap here, last lap.
Here we go, Geordie closing in on the back of Seb. Lost no DRS at all in the wet.
Boy, how good would it be for Seb to get a podium on his first race back? After so long.
Still a little bit to go. He's under a lot of pressure from the Williams behind as well. Sneaking single file so far.
Dan just wants to hold station. He actually has points finish with penalties in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Should jump his teammate as well.
So looking at
Red Bull. Oh, the Red Bull tags combined and forces him out of the way. And the Ferrari of Trent as well has had an incident with the Haas of Pondon. Pondon moves up to 8th. Oh, no. Has he?
No, Trent just lagged a little bit there. He's jumped back up to his original spot.
Ah, there we go.
Bit of desync there, I think.
Yep.
Some lag.
Okay, so Sid now having a go on Pondon.
And this is all for naught for Sid. He'll still lose some spots with his penalties.
Yeah,
Make up Panda can't get out. Last lap, last few corners. But I don't think Panda's close enough now.
No, he's about 8 tenths now. He's definitely pushed a lot this lap, but I don't think he's going to get it done. Comes around the final corner, and Mikau wins the Australian Grand Prix. Panda comes across the line in 2nd. Great race from him as well. And Big Al comes across in 3rd. Seb with his first race of the season, I think. He comes across in 4th. Flyboy jumps up to 5th. Trent 6th. Geordie 7th. Sid 8th. But loses the position.
Takes 8. And 9th.